Is there time?
I'm hoping that this will be a fast event, so that when I'm done tonight, I go into my main account. I can just do it really quick. But we'll see. If it's not, I'm gonna have to stop earlier so that I'm not like dead at work tomorrow. I'm not sure if I remember ever playing. I don't know if this is an original event or a second run. I don't know. There's a lot of these tiny little like. They really like to bring back the game stuff that they do in major events and bring it back like for little stuff. Like they did it with the mushrooms, with the shroom fighting and stuff. Yeah, I know it's timed. I just don't know like if it's gonna take me a long time. I'm gonna stop streaming earlier so I can go do it on my main account because I was possessed this week by Stardew Valley. I watched one video on Stardew Valley, and next thing you know, instead of playing Genshin Impact this week, I was playing Stardew Valley. So I haven't done it. Okay, that's good if it's fast. I don't remember this. I'm sure like I did it because God, when was this original event from? Now it's gonna kill me that I don't remember. Let's find this. That's October. Okay, so I definitely did do it. Yeah, if it was in October last year, then I definitely did do it. So let me look, because I genuinely don't remember this. Let's look at some pictures. Okay, looking at some pictures, I do recall this, and I know that I did it because if I remember right, you get a little, Dotaco doll thing, and I know I have that in one of my teapots on my main account. Yes. I don't remember anything about playing it though. But yeah, I know I have a little Dotaco tail thingy because it's in my, like I said, it's in my, I want to say, my Fontaine teapot. I'm trying to make themed teapots, but currently outside my mansion in my Fontaine teapot, I just have like all of the fun stuff you get from events. Like, I know I have Fremene's little penguin thing, and I have like all of the Arnara and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure I have the Jumpty Dumpty. Obviously it won't. probably won't stream it, but I'm thinking of turning one of my Teapot Realms on my main account into an animal sanctuary and just putting all of my animals there. Speaking of, I need to remember on my main account to go to Inazuma and buy more nets. This animal sanctuary will involve a lot of capybaras. I've really been enchanted by the Natlan animals. I can't describe it, but a lot of capybaras. I've got myself a couple llamas. I need to get some penguins. I'm sure they're not called penguins, but... And I also kind of want to get a shroom bear. That would be cute. But or shroom boar. But the boars are kind of hard to get. They really run away from you a lot. Okay, I could do without all of this talking. Please just let me play the game. I've recently been getting into it. Like I said, I've been like trying to make it more themed. Like the Fontaine stuff has Fontaine. The Fontaine region has Fontaine stuff in it. Just a minute. You don't want Clee to blow it up. Okay. But no, I've recently really been getting into it. I should probably read this because we already recently discovered that so during the summer event, there was the domain event within the Simulanka, and after it was done, I was on here complaining out my ass that it was super hard, and then someone was like, oh, did you what boosts and stuff were you using? And I discovered that somehow I did this event twice on my main and my alt account and thought the whole time that I just put a team together and put them forward, and I didn't realize I could pick buffs for some reason. Despite playing this game for 2 years, having done tons of domains where you can add the buffs, I just didn't see it, didn't read it. And then I was sitting there like, man, I was doing no damage. I'm still kind of mad at myself about that. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay. What does this mean? I got Nilu. I didn't get her skin or anything. If I'm gonna get anybody's skin, it'll be on my main account and it'll be Klee. Okay. This could be a disaster. Alright. What am I supposed to be killing all of them? Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Shows you how much I was paying attention. There we go. Okay. Am I supposed to be, like, clearly I didn't pay attention to anything that was said to me on screen. Am I supposed to be killing them? Fucking. No, okay. I just keep hurting myself. Okay. Come on. I just have no strategy. I just am like willing to blow myself up for the cause. Should I be concerned? Okay. I'll need to hit the orange guys twice. Try that again. I need to use some more strategy here. And to stop getting myself caught. There we go. Some professional gamer. Okay. Well, I think that's fine because I usually just... Where am I? Okay. I misunderstood what they did. I just keep getting myself trapped behind my bombs. I'm not very good at placing them in good places. hate this level. I'm not a fan of this. I just keep getting myself trapped. This is not going well. I'm not, I'll admit, I'm not having a lot of fun. I mean, some of it is like my bombs just get bigger and bigger, and there's nothing I can do. Like, I just keep killing myself with my own bombs. Yeah. Like... Oh, thank God. I just wanted that to be over. Oh, fuck, there's 30 of them. Oh, it's so close. Okay. There we go. Oh my god. I just wanted that to be over by the end of that. Okay. That took me 46 minutes. Jesus. Pro gamer. I think it'll take me less time on my second go around, so I think I'll be okay.
Race you! Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank
Which
you
is
for
good.
completing to.
Because I want as much time as
Ad
possible
Astra.
to try to get through all these damn hangouts. Alright. We're hoping to get an early Kniech, because otherwise I'm not sure our chances of getting him are great. Well, I'm not actually sure what pity we're at, but it can't be that good. Let's look at this pity. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, we're at like 20 pity. Well then. Okay. We're gonna try to get through the hangouts first, which is an adventure. I'm only halfway done with the hangouts on my main account, so that's what I'm currently trying to do this month, is to get through all the hangouts. And we are just gonna follow a guide. I'm not gonna sit here and like try to fucking... I'm not gonna sit here and try to like... Oh, we can only do one hangout. This is so great. I forgot about that. I didn't think about the fact that I wouldn't have any of them unlocked. Okay. We're gonna make it to Inazuma, I think.
It's you.
Maybe.
Didn't think I'd be
No,
running
we're
into
gonna
you
have
here.
all the story quests
I
too.
get. How are your adventures going lately? Did you come here to get a new commission from Catherine, or to get paid?
Well, I was here to get paid.
And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a really exciting adventure lined up, huh? Oh, I'm talking too much, aren't I? I'm sorry.
I have done Bennett's Hangout. And it's kind of funny to think that canonically, this is like one of the only times you ever interact with Bennett. Because I don't even think he shows up in events a lot. I can't remember the last event that Bennett was in. Yeah. I can't remember. I want to say he was maybe in... Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he showed up a bunch in the 1.0 series. I want to say he was in Wine Liesel Fest, but let me look. Yeah, he has not been in, like, anything. I don't even think he was in, like, Wine Liesel or anything. And I know he wasn't in The Last Wind Bloom. Because The Last Wind Bloom was with Sumeru characters, and we got Sucrose and Klee and Amber and Eula.
I was just so excited to run into someone I admire so much. And, maybe a little starstruck, too. Of course! You're the mysterious traveler, the hero who quelled the Storm Terror crisis, and the leader of your own adventure team to boot.
I mean, I probably do canonically have an adventure team. Yeah, I was just thinking about Mondstadt characters who showed up.
If I'm being honest, I'm totally jealous of all your achievements. Yeah, word's been spreading in adventurer circles for a long time now. Your adventure team shows up all over the continent. It might look like you're just handling a bunch of boring commissions, but then, as soon as something big goes down, you're always there. Anyway, I just really envy you. You're sort of like the protagonist of this world or something.
Ha 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 ha, isn't that a funny joke?
Me, on the other hand, I'm just some unlucky guy. My adventure team even... never mind. I shouldn't get all down in the dumps in front of someone I admire. I should be open to see what I can learn. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask. When you go adventuring later, can I come and watch? Maybe you don't know. I'm a really unlucky person to have around. If you brought me along on an adventure, my bad luck would probably just screw everything up.
I mean,
I don't want to get you into any trouble.
maybe.
So, just let me watch from the sidelines. That'd be good enough for me. Something else? I guess you're right. Even just the chance to talk with you would be great too. Yeah, let's forget about adventuring for now. But, what would we do instead?
We could go cooking. I've been teaching myself to cook because I felt like as an adult, now I should feed myself non-frozen food. So this week I made tacos today, and I also made chocolate cake, and I made meat and potato skillet. And I have this stuff to make cheeseburger pockets, and oh, it's not my birthday. I just made cake. And Thai pasta salad. No, my birthday is not until December. My birthday is right after Christmas.
Apart from going on adventures, the only other thing I do is take care of my dad's in the Adventurers Guild.
I mean, I'm not like a bad cook. I just don't do it a lot. Like, I'm definitely not someone who, like, the food I make turns bad. That's so funny. So my whole family is born in December. And I'm on the 28th. And then my parents both have December birthdays as well. But I'm gonna be real old this year. It's the bad thing. I'm feeling old.
I really can't think of anything else to do besides adventuring.
I will be 25 this December.
All right. I feel like whatever we do, as long as you're involved, it'll be totally worth it. But don't forget, I'll be bringing my bad luck with me. So it probably won't be a very fun trip.
Yeah.
Really? Looking forward to hanging out with someone like me? Seems like the rumors are all true. You really are a nice person able to bring people together. So, where are we gonna go?
I go through phases. I don't like artifact grinding, but I'll go through phases where, like, right now on my main account, I've been trying to make sure to come on and do daily commissions and stuff because I'm trying to get all the reputation stuff. Shit, I didn't do reputation last week. Fuck. Or did I? I did. I need to remember to get on and do it this week. Okay.
Cool, that would be nice. I was planning to stock up on some adventuring supplies anyway. Oh, sorry. I'm back to talking about adventuring again. You must think I'm so boring.
Yeah. I try. Like I said, now that I've played so long, I tend to get distracted by other games, so I definitely don't get on daily like I used to. But I've been improving. I think sometimes I just get so over Genshin. Like, I've just been playing it too much that, like, I have to take a break. And so I go through phases where, like, sometimes I won't touch it for, like, a couple weeks because it's too much. But, yeah. I've been working on Star Rail so I can start streaming that again. And then, like I said, I made another Stardew Valley save. I taught myself how to connect my controller to my laptop so I could play modded Stardew Valley but with a controller because I find it easier to fish. But I'm having a hard time with combat, and so I'm not really sure what to do.
Really? Well, of course you do. You are a famous adventurer after all. How about we go to the souvenir store? With Wind Comes Glory is my favorite shop ever. What can I say? Mondstadt's where I grew up. Let's go. Marjorie!
Oh, hello, Bennett. I haven't seen you for a long time. I thought you were off adventuring in some faraway place that I've never heard of.
No, it's just I got myself into a tight spot out there. Ended up getting held up for quite a while.
Did you get kidnapped?
What else is new? So, what are you looking to buy this time?
Oh, I was just checking in to see if the stuff I ordered last time was ready. Thought I'd bring my friend along.
That is me, his friend.
You mean Herman's custom adventure map?
That's right! An adventure map drawn personally by Herman, the great adventurer. It shows loads of recommended places for adventuring, and with his comments too.
Do we know who Herman is? I can't remember if he gets mentioned ever again.
Well, it did arrive, but unfortunately the cart tipped over in a puddle on the way here. Most of the goods were fine, but since the adventure map was an ink drawing, it's completely ruined.
What? Oh, shoot. That's such a shame.
Yes, I am the one who has to bear the loss after all. Maybe I should reconsider whether I'm happy to accept orders from Bennett in the future.
Okay. Well, do you have any alchemist's goggles? I've been thinking about replacing the old goggles on my head for a long time. I heard that there's a new type of goggles made specially for alchemists.
Why?
When you wear them, you can see all the elements, even the slightest traces of elemental energy.
I was gonna be like, why would you need that if you're not an alchemist?
Oh, I'm afraid these alchemist goggles you refer to are just a rumor. I talked to that alchemist, Timaeus. He told me there's no such thing.
Oh, are you kidding me? My hopes dashed yet again. Well, how about some slime gel gloves? They exist, right? I saw an adventurer using them once.
Those don't sound
No
real.
matter what the weather, they can grip onto rock when climbing. I call them non-slip gloves.
Those do exist. Unfortunately, we sold out of them just yesterday. They're quite a popular product.
It's okay. No big deal. I'm pretty much used to coming home empty-handed when I go shopping. Don't let it bother you. Oh, hey, how about I treat you to a meal at Good Hunter? We've been hanging out for a while now. You must be getting hungry, right? Let's go.
That was a weird way to walk in front of
Hi,
me.
Sarah. Table for two, please.
I'm so sorry. I don't think we'll be able to serve you two today.
Huh? How come? It doesn't seem really busy here.
Well, how can I put this? Just before you two arrived, we received an order. An entire delegation from Snezhnaya has come to stay at the Goth Grand Hotel, and they asked us to provide a meal service. So, although you might not see many people here, the kitchen is in fact busier than it's ever been. They really know how to rope people into doing things for them. If only they hadn't offered to pay so much.
Oh, I've actually never had any dealings with them.
There's some real cute fan fiction out there about Bennett being adopted by the Fatui. It's kind of fun.
But I have heard that they're arrogant and aggressive.
I mean, kind of.
In which case, there probably isn't much we can do about it.
The ones up at the Goth Hotel are. That's for
Well,
sure.
how about we just head to Mondstadt General Goods? We can at least get some basic adventure supplies.
Nobody appears to be there. It's right behind you, and I don't see anybody there.
What do you think? You're in, right? Let's go.
I can't believe you can't make me food. What if I was hungry?
Huh. That's strange. The owner, Blanche, isn't here. That's really rare. Let's go over there and see what that sign says. Wow! Is this for real? A discount? I mean, sure, but not when I'm around. I've never had such good luck before. It must be because I'm with you. Wow, lucky folk really have it different.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself lucky. You did talk earlier about the fact that I'm always in these weird situations.
You're so nice. Then again, any discount's a bit meaningless without Blanche being here. Shall we wait here for a while? When Blanche comes back, I'm gonna buy a bunch. After all, this is a rare opportunity, especially for someone like me. Blanche is taking quite a while. It must be an emergency. I feel like she hardly ever leaves the counter. Patience is a virtue for adventurers too. There's no rush. Do you think that Blanche is in some kind of trouble? I'm getting a bit worried. The 50% discount is a big deal, but compared to Blanche's safety, I mean... It's probably just all this waiting around making my imagination run wild, I guess. Come on, snap out of it. I don't usually say this, but... do you think it's time we gave up? Blanche probably won't be back today, right? I guess I overestimated my luck. That's right. I shouldn't let myself get down about it.
Oh, are you waiting for me?
Blanche! We've been waiting for you for ages. You're finally back. I was getting worried about you. What happened? Did you run into some kind of trouble?
Oh, nothing like that. I was just sorting some things out at home. Thanks for your concern, though. But why are you two waiting anyway? I posted a notice saying that we'd be closed today.
Closed? We didn't see a sign like that. And anyway, isn't it 50% off the whole store today? That's the whole reason we waited all this time.
Let me check. That's weird. It looks like someone removed the close sign. Or maybe the wind blew it away? The half-price notice you saw was for yesterday. Sorry about that.
Oh. Thanks. I'm fine. I should have seen this coming. So sorry. I feel like I've done nothing but waste your time all day. No matter what I do, I really can't shake my bad luck. It's getting a bit late. I don't think you can accomplish anything if you keep on hanging out with me. So,
I mean, it's fine.
let's part ways for now. And maybe next time it'll be different.
I'm gonna guess not.
That is, if you still want to hang out with me next
This
time.
is depressing. Yeah, I think we have to start from the beginning again. Where am I? Ah. Some of this I'm going to skip through
It's
fast
you.
now that I've
Didn't think I'd
played
be
it.
running into. How are your adventures going lately? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a real. Oh, I'm talking. I was just so excited to run into. Of course, you're the If I'm being honest, yeah. Words. It might look like you're just handling. Anyway, Me on the other hand. Never mind. Speaking of which, when you go adventuring later, can I come in? Maybe you don't know. If you brought me along on an adventure, I don't want to get you into any. I guess you're right. But, apart from going on adventure, so I really can't think. Alright.
I just don't see any
forget,
reason
I'll
to
be
like
bringing
sit here
my-
and
so
listen
it
to
probably
the
won't be a
parts
very
we've
fun trip.
already established.
Really? Looking forward to hanging out with someone like me? Seems like the room. So. That's a good idea. For someone like me, I'm actually way more familiar with the wilderness than the city, especially around Mondstadt.
I mean, on the one hand, if I had really bad luck, I'd probably want to stay near my home. But on the other hand, maybe I don't want to because, like, what if my bad luck hurts my home and the people around me? Like, maybe I do want to be an adventurer and be away from everyone in my life. Like, it's kind of a tough decision because Bennett doesn't just have, like, a little bit of bad luck. He has, like, a lot. And, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be a danger to my family. A little bit.
I mean, I'm not on the same level as Fischl, who is also in the Adventurers Guild. But that's expected, because she works in the intelligence department.
You know, Fischl doesn't have a hangout, which means that, again, you, like... Because I don't know how much we consider events to be canon. I mean, they are to an extent, but, like, if you think about it, events are usually only canon in the context of other events. Like, canonically, we know we did the original Dota Code game when we did this last Dota Code game, but, like, technically it would never be mentioned in the main quest. And, like, at least characters like Bennett have a hangout, which makes our meetings semi-canonical. But, like, how canonical is, like, us meeting Kirara or stuff? Well, no, Kirara's in a couple of the other story quests, I guess. But, like, how canonical is, like, what we did in the Simi Lanka and stuff? Like, how canonical is our relationship with characters that we only meet in events like Fischl? Is interesting to think about. Also, like, there's this fascinating backstory of, like, the Adventurers Guild has departments, like an intelligence department. What department are we part of? Like, I don't think this is ever discussed at any other point.
Oh, I know this gorgeous place. It's sort of a dandelion-covered meadow. It's got a great Mondstadt feel. Do you want to check it out?
Yes.
Awesome. I was worried that it wouldn't be your thing.
I like nice places.
Shall we?
You're such a gentleman. Okay. Where are we going? Oh. Hello. Babes, it's clear that I'm not interested in coming and fighting you. I'm like flying really far away from you. Like, you're putting in so much effort.
Over here. Blink. Boof.
You. If I just get far enough away, I think she'll
Over here. Blink.
just go away. Nope, it's still going. We'll just look out. Okay, there we go. She gave up. Oh no. Someone blew all your dandelions.
What happened? It wasn't like this the last time I saw it. The dandelions are all stripped bare of seeds.
I mean, it's kind of nice. They're glowing.
Was there a windstorm? Or did some strange creature come by? I'm so sorry. Bringing you all this way for only you to end up saying nothing. Really? You're not just saying that because you don't want to hurt my feelings, are you?
No, and I'm glad
You're so
that
nice.
that the endings don't make me be mean. Then it has some depressing hangout stuff. Toma has a depressing one too in one of his endings where like nobody shows up to his event. That's really depressing.
Well, there's not much reason to stay here anymore.
Especially with the Fatui around. Yeah, we should probably leave.
But how about we take a walk around the area? Maybe we'll find something interesting.
Well, there's cement.
Hey, do you see that? There's a monster camp up ahead. I can see a whole load of treasure chests with no monsters guarding them. I was hoping I'd get a chance to flex my muscles a bit. Where did all the monsters go? This is weird. For me, this kind of good fortune is super rare. It must be because you're here. Let's go check it out. Ooh, I wonder what goodies are hidden in those chests.
Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry. Why are these chests so empty? It looks like there's nothing good left in them.
I mean, we have some vegetables. Those will be good when we need to make some veggie. I believe it's veggie stew. It's veggie something.
We didn't miss any, right? What's the
For
problem?
stamina.
We got so much stuff today. We should be happy. How come you look so down? Chests are always like this, aren't they?
Yeah. I just know one of the stamina foods that I like to use to replenish my stamina needs all the veggies. Personally, all the veggies that come out of the chest, I don't like. I don't like I don't like radishes. I mean, I like cabbage in stuff, like beef and cabbage rolls and stuff, and it's the same with carrots. Like, I don't want to eat plain carrots, but like if the carrot's in stuff, or if I have like hummus to dip the carrots in, then I'm okay with carrots. But
A few loose mora, occasionally a cabbage, maybe a radish or something.
oh, poor Bennett.
A bit of mora and some ingredients to fill our stomachs? That's good enough for me. The kind of chests you mentioned that have weapons, artifacts, or some other treasures inside, aren't they super, super rare? I've only seen them in places that are so dangerous you'd have to risk life and limb to get there. Right? So let's not ask for too much. Let's keep walking. Who knows when the monsters might return? Shall we?
He is kind of a little gentleman. He's all like, shall we? You're gonna want to watch out around here, Benna, though. I do happen to know there is a rune guard in the area. Just so you know. Bennett, I'm really sorry about those, Bennett. We're just gonna stay right here, and eventually they'll get bored. Presumably. Because I just don't really want to deal with it right now, you know? See, they're not gonna go.
Race you!
Okay. Thankful that I need arrowheads.
My guiding star! Odd revealed by...
Useless.
I hate this.
Not now.
Okay, I have to climb all the way up. Stop going behind it. I hate when they do that. It infuriates me.
My guiding stars. By royal decree. Nice and spicy.
Okay, where did you go? Okay, you're right here. I'm sorry about that. We got interrupted. My
so
bad.
Nice here. The breeze is so comforting. Really lifts my mood.
Well, my mood was not lifted.
I've been adventuring alone for a long time. It feels so nice to have company. Honestly, I miss it a lot. Not that I'm super lonely or anything. I've got my dads to keep me company when I'm not out adventuring. Actually, did I tell you about my dads already? Back in the day, they were all great adventurers. They've got so many cool stories. They were the ones who rescued me from a perilous place when I was just a baby. And together, they raised me. Now, they're all old and frail. Some of them can't even walk by themselves anymore. So, it's my turn to take care of them. I'd love to take you to meet them sometime. You'd be blown away by some of their stories. Absolutely! I picked up most of my adventure expertise from them. They're incredible. By the way, you did bring a wind glider with you today, right? The weather is so nice and the wind speed is perfect. Why don't we take the chance to go for a glide? Oh. Sorry. I didn't see this coming. Not to this extent, at least. Well, it seems that we'd better give up on that idea. Let's go do something else.
I mean, I guess it's better that it started now and not while we were midair.
Bennett! So there you are.
Hi, Jack. Is something going on? Are you here to see me?
Some of the older adventurers in the guild are really hurting from their arthritis again. It could be because of the humidity today.
You mean my dad's? That's too bad. They'll need someone to take care of them.
Well, you're the one who usually looks after them, right? They're all asking for you.
I mean, I feel like we shouldn't be putting it all on him to take care of them. I mean, he's not exactly a medical expert.
Okay, I'll be right over. Oh, wait. Yeah, thanks for understanding. Though, I feel pretty bad leaving you here.
We'd better hurry back. They're all waiting for you.
Okay, sure. Well, I have to go now. Let me treat you to something next time. Bye.
How come the weather suddenly brightened up the second Bennett left?
It's not for me to know. Okay. Soon we'll get to one where we can not have to start at the beginning.
Oh, it's you! How are your adventures going? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a I was just so excited to run into someone. Of course! If I'm being honest, yeah. Words, it might look like you're just handling. Anyway, I just really envy. Me, on the other hand, never mind. Speaking of which, when you go if you brought me along, I don't want to get you into. Really? I didn't mishear you, did I? You mean, go adventure with you? Just like we do if I was on your adventure team? Wow, I never thought I'd get an opportunity like this. Aw, shucks. Hearing you say that has got me all flustered. But I'm happy to hear it. By the way, since we've got this rare chance to work together, let me share some recent intel with you. According to my friend Fischl in the guild, a mysterious and dangerous ruin has recently been discovered. Based on how the guild ranks the difficulty of its commissions, it's probably between a rank B and a rank A. Normally, I wouldn't feel confident about taking on this level of commission. After all, with my poor luck, it's safer for me to take on commissions that are a few notches lower than my actual ability. But since you'll be joining me this time, it'll be a piece of cake, right? Of course! Defeating Storm Terror puts you on par with Guildmaster Cyrus in my mind.
I think I've beaten him out at this point. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think I should be the new guild master.
By the way, this ruin might be a dangerous one, but that usually means there'll be some great treasure hidden inside. I can't wait. Oh, do you usually make some food before you set out on an adventure? The cautious
Sometimes.
choice. No wonder you're so good at this. Seems I really can learn a few things from you. In that case, as per your tradition, let's get cooking. Oh yeah, I actually invented a pretty nice dish recently. I can't say it's super tasty, but I think it'd be perfect for an adventure. So, how about I show you how to make it? Oh, wait till you see. Ingredients seem to be in short supply. I'm really sorry. I probably need your help to get some. The ingredients needed for this dish are mint, radish, and slime condensate. One of each, please. You got that, right? I'll wait for you near the pot at Good Hunter. Come find me when you're done collecting.
Listen, you're asking a lot. What if Zhao needs those slime condensate?
You got them all? That's fantastic! You've really outdone yourself.
You're asking a lot from me, Bennett.
Now that we've got our ingredients, allow me to handle the cooking. It's done. I forgot the exact order you're supposed to add the ingredients in, but it should be all right. I'll pack it up and leave it with you until we get to the ruins. I think so. Should be pretty much basically the same as when I first came up with it. So, yep. Well, now that the food is ready, let's head for those mysterious ruins.
Demons do not stop. For the rain. Move.
God, Zhao, you're so forceful.
It feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting some kind of sense of impending doom. Could it be that because you're here with me, I'm feeling more at ease? Huh. It looks like the door in the front is closed and only the door behind us is open. That mechanism must be for opening the next door, right? Right. Well, we're on the same page at least.
No, shit. Got really quiet all of a sudden. I keep hitting my volume control.
I'll go try to operate it. Just as I expected. So it is. A true adventurer can't just barge on forward. It's also important to make sure there is a way back. That's what my dads always say.
I always just teleport.
Let me try the mechanism one more time. It seems to be jammed. I think so. At least, it seems that way for now. But don't let it get you down. This kind of thing happens all the time. We just have to believe that there's always a way out.
What the? What's going on?
Hey, did you hear that? Sounded like it came from the door up ahead of us. Could there be other people in the ruin too? Let's go check it out.
Yeah, assholes. I remember this part. This is like the original Kachina incident.
Over there! Another adventurer by the looks of it. Hello, fellow adventurer. We, like you, are here to...
Bennett?
Royce? It's you!
Oh no. Oh please. Oh no.
I'm so happy to see you again. How are you doing? I've been thinking about you and the other guild members a lot recently.
This is the worst. Why did I have to run into you?
Oh.
It took me forever to get this door open. Finally, I was about to advance further in, and all of a sudden, it closes again.
I guess that's because I activated the mechanism just now.
I knew it. I knew it! Of course it was you. I knew it as soon as I saw you. As long as you are around, no adventure can ever be a smooth ride. This is turning into a very bad day. Who are you? And what the heck were you thinking, teaming up with Bennett?
Hey, don't fight, don't fight! Let me introduce Royce, a former member of Benny's adventure team and an old friend of mine.
Friend? I didn't even tell you I was leaving the team, and you still think of me as... your friend? Never mind. I'm a little on edge because what just happened. I'm sorry.
Well, it was my fault.
You think? I left because at that time, I really couldn't stand it a second longer. My adventures always used to go off without a hitch. But after joining your adventure team, I was tripping and falling one day, getting struck by lightning the next. Oh, and the number of times ruins would cave in on us? I just couldn't dismiss it as mere coincidence anymore. The last straw was when my left leg got hit by that random explosion that came out of nowhere. After that, I couldn't stand it anymore, both literally and figuratively. So I left and went back to being an independent adventurer.
I mean, I feel like that's a bad idea if you're gonna go into runes, though. Like, unless you have a vision, I just don't. I'm not sure it's a great idea to adventure alone. Just gonna put that out there. A vision, or you're like extraordinarily good at combat. And you should definitely have someone back at home that you've told where you're going.
Only afterward did I start hearing the horror stories about Benny's adventure team. You're right. I really shouldn't have put the blame on him like that.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. It's all in the past now. Talking about all the bad things that happened will only make you more upset, right? Royce, I still want to say sorry for all the trouble I caused you.
Oh.
See?
No need to
accept
apologize
it.
to me.
You were being an asshole.
I've made my fair share of mistakes too.
I have to, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the lights in my apartment are too bright. I have to turn them off. And turn the ones behind me on.
Oh, yeah. There's one more thing I need to tell you. The door we came through on the way in also got closed, and I don't think we can get it open again. So we're probably trapped here now. What a pain in the butt.
Bennett! Everything always goes wrong when I'm with you!
Oh, well, there's nothing I can do. Sorry.
What am I gonna do? I've used up all my supplies already! This is it. This is how I go, isn't it? Here, today, and all because of Bennett!
Well, I don't know what I could do to apologize. If you don't mind, maybe we can share some of our supplies with you. But of course, I'll have to check with my partner first. So, what do you think?
Alright. I am quite hungry. I suppose I shall accept your kind offer. Is this the supplies you were talking about? Why do I have the feeling that this dish is a bit suspect?
It's a very normal dish. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine, honestly. It's been with my partner all along, so it shouldn't be tainted with my bad luck.
If that's true, then... Okay. Anyway, this is not a time to nitpick. Then, I guess I'll just have a little bite.
Oh.
Tastes a little... Huh. What a strange texture. Ugh. What is that churning feeling in my stomach? Bennett!
Hey, what's wrong? Royce!
I think you killed him.
It feels pretty ordinary here. Could it be that because... that mechanism must be for opening the next door, right? Right. Well, I'll go try it out.
We're nearly done, and then I guess we'll have to move on to story quests.
Just as
My plan was to do all the hangouts before we moved on to Inazuma, but I'm gonna guess that's not gonna happen. We'll see.
Let me try the mechanism. It seems to be jammed. I think so. But this kind of thing happens.
What the? What?
Hey, sounded like it came from... Let's go check...
I'd forgotten that it required so many keys to get the hangout. It's probably gonna take me
Over
a
there!
week or so.
Another adventurer by the looks of it.
That's fine.
Hello, fellow adventurer.
Bennett?
Roy?
Oh no.
I'm so happy to see you.
This is the worst.
Oh.
It took me forever. I knew it. As long as you are around, know it. Who are you? And what
Hey, don't fight. Let me introduce Roy.
friend?
Well,
You think? But after joining your, I just couldn't dismiss it as the last straw was when only afterward did I start hearing the. You're right.
all right.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So we're...
Bennett!
Oh,
What about this is it? This is how.
well, but it was because of my bad luck, though. So, you mean, as the unlucky one, I should think of myself more? You do have a point there. It's just, I've been used to thinking this way for a long time. Hearing you say that, though, I feel like
That's
maybe
right.
I
You
do
gotta
need to
be
take better
mean
care
to
of
them
myself.
sometimes.
I'm sorry, Royce. We'll have to keep the rest of our supplies for ourselves. But let's try to find a way out together.
Nobody cares about your supplies. Knowing you, they're probably cursed anyway. And as for finding the exit together, count me out. With Bennett around, I'm sure any exit I find will only be blocked.
Well, then take care, Royce.
You take care too, Bennett.
Whoa, that was so dangerous. I can't believe it. It's a trap. Nope, no luck. What awful luck. I've checked every single nook and cranny in this place. Still not a clue. Is there really no way out of here apart from that broken mechanism? Well, guess our only hope now is to wait for help. The Adventurers Guild might notice our disappearance and send someone. Then again, that depends on how lucky we are. If the rescue team takes too long to find us, we might already be... I hate feeling helpless, sitting here waiting for the end to come. Yeah, I am being a bit too pessimistic. No, come on. This isn't like me. Okay, let's double check our supplies. Our priority right now is figuring out how long we can hold out.
Well, based on my supplies, we can hold out for a while.
Take out the dish I packed. It's probably a little late for this, but it looks kind of strange. Is there really something wrong with my cooking? This is bad. This is all we've got in terms of supplies.
Apparently, I left all my stuff at home.
I should have thought
though.
this through more. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we can find another use for it. Long story short, I once got injured when I was in this severely dangerous place and I got knocked unconscious. I really thought that was going to be the end of me, but turns out that's not how it went. Instead, according to Guildmaster Cyrus who rescued me, after I lost consciousness, it was as if my bad luck just stopped affecting me. He took me back to Mondstadt without encountering any trouble at all along the way.
So if I just knock you out,
And another
fine.
time, I got knocked out in a field during a thunderstorm, but then I went the whole night without getting struck by lightning. I wonder if my bad luck is related to whether I'm awake or not. Or in other words, it might be my consciousness that brings me bad luck. Not really a sacrifice. I was just thinking, maybe if I eat this strange dish, it's possible that I'll lose consciousness, right? Once my bad luck is gone, surely help will be here soon. It's okay. It's better than dragging you and Royce down with me.
Don't bring Royce up. He's an asshole.
You made a great point earlier when you said that I should take better care of myself. But right now, this is a life or death situation. Hope you can understand. Here goes.
Okay. Two more endings.
Oh, it's you! How are your adventures going? And where are you going after this? Right. Oh, I was just so excited to run into some. Of course! If I'm being honest, yeah. It might look like you're just handling a bunch. Anyway, me on the other hand. Never mind. Speaking of which, when you go if you brought me along, I don't want to get you. Really? You mean go adventure with you? Wow. Aw, shucks. By the way, according to my friend, based on how the guild ranked, normally, after all. But since you'll be joining, of course! Oh, I guess you're such a pro that you don't need to worry about that, huh? Awesome. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
I'm pretty sure this ending's really short.
It feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting some kind of sense of impending doom. Could it be that because you're here with me, I'm feeling more at ease? I, for one, am getting a strong sense of treasure in the area. Let's hurry up. On.
Okay, Layla, you don't have to look at him while you run. You can just go.
This room setup seems to be somewhat tricky. The things that stand out are the two mechanisms in front of us. One on the left, and one on the right. But it seems like there's some sort of danger lurking around the mechanisms. If my years of adventure experience are anything to go by, it would be a disaster if we activated the wrong mechanism. How about letting me try it out first? Leave it to me. But as you know, I really don't have any luck. So, I'll leave it to you to decide which of these two mechanisms we should trigger.
Well, I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna say the one on the right.
I was thinking of the one on the left, so maybe that means that the one on the right must be the correct one. Let me see. What was that noise? Oh no! It looks like all the exits are blocked! Guess I still managed to get the wrong one. This is really bad.
And now for the last ending.
It feels pretty ordinary here. Could it be that because I, for one, am getting a...
You don't have to wait for me.
This room setup seems things that stand out, but it seems if my years of how about letting me try it out for... I could try it out myself, but what do you think we should do? Let's do it your way. Well, that's a possibility. Yeah, let's try it then. I'll take the right side, you take the left. Go stand by the mechanism, and when we're both ready, let's trigger them. Cool! The door is open! We got it right! Good thing we went with your idea. Huh, you definitely live up to your reputation. And I haven't had this feeling of working together with friends in ages. I've really missed it. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, so this room has 4 mechanisms, which means that's what I'm thinking, based on the last room. I think we're gonna need 4 people to trigger all the mechanisms at the same time. Ah, if only the rest of Benny's adventure team were here. I hate to admit it, but the truth is, it's gone. It remains in name alone. The only reason Catherine hasn't deregistered Benny's adventure team is because she took pity on me. In fact, the number of adventurers on the team has been below the registration requirements for a long time already. Yeah. Royce, Heckler, and Jack were all members of Benny's adventure team. A lot of things went down, but it mostly ended because of my bad luck. I completely understand why they quit the team. I'd never want to put them in danger on my account. Yeah, I felt really let down at first, but I'm pretty much used to it now. It's okay. Even though I'm the only one left on Benny's adventure team, one day, I'm gonna make sure its name is known all over Teyvat. Thank you. Let's focus on the problem at hand. Sorry. The thought of the adventure team got me all sentimental. Now that I think about it more carefully, maybe we're making too many assumptions about the solution to these mechanisms. Exactly. Okay, I'll take a quick look at these mechanisms while you look around for any other clues.
There doesn't seem to be anything here. Oh, it's so dusty. Paimon bets no one has been here in a long, long time. Hey, that looks like a notebook. Let's grab it and check it out with Bennett, shall we?
An adventurer's notebook? What's it doing here? Maybe it's got some clues on how to crack these mechanisms. Shall we take a look? Whoa, it really does have some information about them. It seems that the writer is holding something back. Well, since they placed their hopes on future adventurers, we can't let them down. The notes say that the mechanism at the entrance needs to be controlled by someone continuously. But if the mechanisms are activated in the wrong sequence, the person in charge of the mechanism at the entrance will... Yeah, I guess that's what the notes are referring to when they say, Eric can't hold on anymore. Anyway, I'll take that role. It's okay, it's okay. Getting injured is just part of my daily routine. I'm pretty used to it by now. At the very least, I should be able to last longer than this Eric guy. And more importantly, I trust you. You can definitely crack this mechanism puzzle, right? I mean, come on. You're the great adventurer that I've always admired.
Fuck, I should have brought my Amber in.
All right. Let's just focus on solving these mechanisms. Remember what the notes say. The number of torches is not the hint for the activation sequence. Perhaps the sequence is related to the position of the torches on the ground. Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself just because you're afraid I'll get hurt.
I don't remember. I don't remember how to solve this. It's been too long.
Just go with your gut and do it.
There we go.
You solved it?
Look at me go.
Oh, I didn't really do anything. You're the one who nailed this.
I thought I was gonna have to bring my Amber out because of lighting the torches. Like, you can do it with Xiangling, which is really annoying.
Let's go and open the chest, shall we? I can't wait.
It's like, why are we all the way back here? I'm gonna guess there's nothing in it.
Wow, that was quite a haul. This must be the proudest moment for any adventurer. Not only getting the chest, but having this golden opportunity to join you on an adventure. For me, that's a pretty major treasure already. Really? Then I'm honored. But there's one other thing that I find the most amazing of all. The fact that nothing really bad happened to us this whole adventure. This is the first time in my whole adventure career that it's ever turned out this way. That sounds very deep. But I think I get what you're saying. You're saying that no matter how unlucky I might be, there'll always be times when luck is on my side, right? Yeah.
Kind of.
This is a really big thing for me. And you know, I have a feeling that it was your kindness and goodwill towards me that helped me avoid a lot of bad luck. Even find a little good luck. It's a bit embarrassing to say that out loud, but all in all, thank you. For everything. I hope I get to go on another adventure with you soon.
Bad news, I don't think I'm gonna build you, Bennett. Unless I, like, get a character whose team just, like, really, really needs you. I don't know. That was a pretty good hangout. I feel like compared to some of the ones, mostly the story quests. Some of the story quests we do, like, you don't learn anything about the character. And I feel like that one, like, you reasonably learned about Bennett. You got his whole shtick. Like, he has bad luck.
My legs are so
That's kind of it. That's
sore.
kind of the whole
Guess I
explanation.
must have been
Let's
sleepwalking last
be
night.
honest. Like, that has been his
Again.
character. So I feel like that wasn't bad. Okay, well, I guess since we can't do any hangouts, we can just start running through these quests. Although, do we have anything else that I want to do? Okay. Inazuma, Chasm, Chinny Vale. I should do that at one point. Okay, I've got a couple here that I want to do before we do the hangouts. I'm gonna do this one. This should finish up our Dragon Spine stuff beyond getting, I still need to finish getting all the agates by doing the twice a week stuff, but I did that for today. I'm sorry, I'm Joe Surf. What kind of name is that? I mean, no offense, maybe it is someone's real name out there, but like, why? Yeah, you're not really dressed for the weather, Joe Surf. I just want to point this out. I don't know if they like pulled you out of your clothes, but you're not in like adventurer's clothes or anything. I have some questions about your Dragon Spine trip and how much you plan ahead. Okay. Then you. This one I can skip through real quick because I'm pretty sure I did it on my.
Sun's making me so sleepy.
Pretty sure I did it on my.
That is cold.
On
Reveal
screen.
out of the frying pan. You're toast.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
This is just to make sure that you get to Liyue without going through Dragon Spine and don't have to get like slogged down in that. mean, I'm pretty sure I also got through Leeway the normal-ish way. But, like, I can see why people went through Dragon Spine. Dragonspine is so pretty from far away. And, like, there are places when you're on it that it can be pretty. But sometimes it's so just dreary up there with all the snow. That's part of why I'm hoping Snezhnaya will be a little different. Just because I feel like the snow would get old. Like, even though I love the desert, if it weren't for all the runes and stuff, it would suck. Just because it'd be so dreary. It's just a lot of rocks. See, and the cute little Adventurers Guild outfit is part of why I want us to have traveler clothes so bad. Like, look at the cute little dress and outfit, and it's so pretty. I do like this music. This is some good looking food. I watched a video this week during my Stardew Valley craze where I was like cooking all the recipes in Stardew Valley, and it made me be like cooking all the Genshin recipes, but I feel like that would be really hard. See, and I don't think they'll do it because I think it really was just to show people how to get to Leeway the proper way. But had they introduced this quest from the beginning, I think it would have been really cute to, like, meet her in all the different areas. Obviously, it just wasn't meant to be that way. But they could have made that. It's kind of like what they've done with the food people.
I created
They
another
you
universe
start
and founded
meeting in
paradise.
Inazuma, and then you go
Fischl,
on
and the Prinzessin
and meet in Sumeru. And you meet them in Leeway too. I think they come to Leeway at one point. But you meet them in a couple places. But I think that's something they struggle with, is it seems like they sometimes forget some of the smaller quests that they've done, where, like, they could bring it up again. Like in Inazuma, there's the little boy whose mom, you find out that she goes to Sumeru, but he goes to Snezhnaya because he thinks that's where she's gone. And, like, it would have been cool to just have a little thing where you run into her in Sumeru, but you don't. And it's the same with, like, they stopped making the travel guidebooks from Alice and stuff like that. Like, there's some of those little things that it would be cool if they would bring them back up, but because they're so little, it kind of seems like they get lost. Which is understandable. But, like, they could have some cool lore from that.
Howdy. Please, head straight on in.
Okay. I guess we'll start with Jean's.
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my...
What time is it? At some point during this, I might take a pause and go make myself more tacos.
Oh, it's you! Over here! Over here!
It's Sarah from the Good Hunter.
Oh, finally, I caught you. I have something I'd like the Knights of Favonius to do for me, and I want you to pass on my request to the acting Grand Master.
Oh, so it's Jean you were really hoping to see.
You are close with her. Well, I heard she has a lot of respect for you.
As I say, technically at this point, we've only met during the Storm Terror. Was she in? She might have been in the alchemy event. If she was in the alchemy event, I did do the alchemy event on this account, so maybe I met her then, but I can't remember. I know Lisa was in it. She was in it. I do remember. At the end, she came and visited.
Anyway, what was it you wanted us to tell Jean?
Oh, yes. I must apologize for being unable to visit the Knights in person, but the restaurant has been so busy lately. Unfortunately, it's right in this busy season that the route between here and Springvale, which is used for the delivery of our ingredients, seems to have been occupied by the Hilichurls. The problem is that the suppliers in Springvale say that deliveries have nothing to do with them. They're just responsible for selling us the ingredients. That would be great. Please, ask Master Jean to send a party to clear out the Hilichurls from the road to Springvale. Help at last. With Jean on the case, this will be solved in no time. Thank you.
Seems like everyone really trusts Jean.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Charles the bartender said he's been having some trouble too. Why don't you stop by and see him on the way?
I mean, he's not really
In for a penny,
on the way.
the Paimon way. But this is really stretching the definition of on the way, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, he's not on the way at all. He's in the opposite direction. Hi, puppy. Hi, small child. Hi, Huffman.
What do you think this is, kiddo? A fruit juice store?
How rude! Especially since we're here to help!
Help? Oh, yes. You're the acting Grandmaster's new hotshot helper, aren't you?
Bestie, I'm the hero of this nation. I don't think we should be calling me a hotshot helper. I'm the only help it seems like you're gonna get.
That's one way of putting it, but...
Great. Tell Jean I need my quarterly tax return forms then. It's time to get Elzer on to doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol in Mondstadt is pretty steep. Acting Grandmaster Jean personally goes over all the accounts.
Okay.
After all, the wine industry is Mondstadt's main source of income. Jean takes great pains to make sure no detail is overlooked.
It seems like there would surely be someone better to do this, who's more involved in math and accounting. Like, what's, like, the procurement person? That's probably not what it's called in the Knights. And, like, we have, where I work, like, we have a financial person, but, like, the Knights presumably have, like, a procurement person who would be dealing with, like, accounts and stuff, and so they'd at least know a lot more about finances. I just want to put this out there, like, it seems a little weird. Like, I know the story is she takes on everything, so, like, I've done the quest, but I am kind of like, this seems a little weird that you would put it with her and not with someone within the Knights who does the financial. I mean, I guess maybe she does the financials for the Knights too. I mean, she presumably looks over them because she's the acting Grandmaster, but, like, I'm gonna guess she's not out here. Well, I know she's not doing procurements because we have the little reputation lady, and I'm pretty sure she's the, I can't think of the word that they use, but, like, she talks about she does all the supplies and stuff. That would be procurements.
Paimon never knew that. Jean's job is even harder than it seems.
The acting Grandmaster's hard work indeed makes our lives a whole lot easier. We're certainly very lucky, but to put it bluntly, we just take it for granted that that's the norm now.
I was gonna say, surely when Varco is here, he wasn't doing that. I mean, I guess maybe he was having Jean do it. I don't know. Can't Lisa do it? She went to the academia. Surely she knows a little bit about math. I mean, I know she was in the stuff studying, like, elemental stuff, but surely she knows about finance. Like, surely there's more than, they teach more than just that. I don't know.
Wow. How do you sleep at night knowing how much pressure you put Jean under?
When you put it like that, I do feel quite ashamed. I suppose I should give her one on the house next time she's here.
When will she have time to be here?
Although, I doubt the acting Grandmaster even has the time to spare for that.
I shouldn't play with my remote. I'll accidentally turn this whole thing off.
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean a free drink. Come on, let's go and see Jean.
Okay. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. We're gonna make it through. Margaret, I just need you to finish this up.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time. Sucrose, what kind of experiment experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
I'm actually not here. I'm just here so that
Genius
you
Invocation
can talk to me about what you need
We were
from
just
me.
talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the Sacred Duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
I forgot how dramatic this was.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't
Hello.
they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight?
I mean, you say this, but I was really drunk the first time I did this quest and learned to play TCG, so I can't say anything to you,
Seriously,
Diana.
games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Nah.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
I just need to get through this so I can talk to Margaret and do Jean's quest. We will not be playing today.
What kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink.
I mean, it looks like they're drinking out of teacups.
You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights.
I mean, I guess maybe they're having like Baileys in it.
Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry.
Yeah,
should
I'm
be
not
stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
I'm not gonna do this quest today. It's just I was trying to do Jean's story quest, and then it wouldn't let me because Margaret's involved with this quest. So I just need to get it far enough that I can go talk to Margaret.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Okay. Back to Jean's quest. Which I'm guessing when I go to do the Diona hangout, I'll have to finish that. Okay. This is so annoying. I'm not even going and talking to Marjorie. I'm going and talking to Jean. I mean, I don't think he's well, he's kind of delusional, but I think that last part when he was like, Shuyan's made for a greater purpose, he just didn't want to mix drinks. I think he knows that Prince, like, I think Prince isn't actually saying some of that stuff. Clearly he's saying some of it, because he goes on to play us in TCG, but... Okay. What do you want, Marjorie?
Hey, you two.
Oh.
Margaret? What are you doing here?
My cat's gone missing. Have you seen it?
Sorry. Your name's Margaret. Okay. I'm sorry. Marjorie is the one who sells stuff. Shit. Okay. I can accept that.
This is a bit worrying. What if Prince can't find his way home?
Well, I just saw Prince.
Nah, you're always such a big softie. But aren't we in the middle of something? Sarah and Charles need our help urgently, too. Let's go and see Jean first.
You're on the way to see Jean? What a coincidence.
Paimon thought you were looking for a cat.
Yes, I wanted to see if Jean could help look for my cat.
Seriously? You want Jean to help look for your cat?
What's wrong with that? Jean's a really nice person. Please mention it to Jean from me. I'll treat you to a brew at Cat's Tail later.
Why wouldn't you just... There's all these knights patrolling around the area. Why wouldn't you just go up to one of them? Like, I understand, like, the whole plot point is that, like... Jean is doing everything. And, like, theoretically, it makes sense for Sarah to talk to Jean about her problem. And I guess if Jean really is the one doing all of the taxes, then I guess Charles wanting her to do stuff for him kind of makes sense. I still question why she's doing all the taxes. But, like, it makes no sense whatsoever for her first thought to be Jean will do it, because, like, on her way here, she'll have run into multiple knights. that she could just be like, hey, you're out on patrol. You're already out on the streets. Can you find my cat? Like, I don't need... Margaret!
Hey! Hey! Ugh, unbelievable. Guess the case of Prince the Missing Cat is now added to the agenda for our meeting with Jean.
I mean, we know that Kaya does... So we know Albedo does stuff, but he's like the investigation guy. So like, it makes sense he's not a Mondstadt a lot. And we know Kaya does stuff. It's just like a lot of behind the scenes, like spy, shady stuff. Like he's the character who like it comes off as he's not doing things, but like he is. Lisa, I mean, she's the librarian, so like, does she really need to be involving herself in this stuff? Probably not. Could she? Yes. But technically, she is the librarian, so, like, not really her job. And then we know there's, like, some other captains, like Eula and stuff, and we don't really know what they're doing. I mean, heck, this cat thing, that would be a great thing for Outrider Amber to do. Track down that cat. Or to go deal with the mess. Like I said, Sarah's whole thing with, like, they're blocking the roads to Springvale, it makes sense to go to Jean about that, to have her then find someone to unblock the roads. But, like, organizationally, it makes no sense for Jean to be that involved in the taxes of the state. Like, there should be a financial officer. I talked about it earlier. My word. We have a financial person. I think we have two. And then we also even have, like, procurement people. And we know for a fact that the Knights have a procurement person. Because she's down doing reputation. So even if you don't have a financial person, you have a procurement person who's dealing with finances of procuring things. But the tax is with her. I don't know. Not to be, like, ripping apart the plot of Mondstadt Citizens.
Acting Grand Master? Master Jean?
Oh, it's our honorary knight. Sorry, I must have been daydreaming. How can I assist?
Actually, it's not us who need your help. It's a bunch of other people.
I see. Well, thank you for your service to the people of Mondstadt. I have made a note of these commissions in my files, and I will make arrangements.
Yeah, like... See, and my issue with, especially with the Margaret thing, it isn't even that, like, oh, the other knights aren't doing anything. It's like, why would her first thought be to go all the way to the Knights' headquarters and not just talk to a knight randomly hanging about? And also, like, and maybe this is because now we're jaded by the fact that we literally just ran into Prince in the Cat's Tail. We know that he's a semi-intelligent cat. Like, why would you not assume that he wasn't just going to come back? I don't know.
Accordingly.
Great! We didn't miss out on anyone's commissions, did we? Sarah's Hilly Churls, Charles' tax return, Margaret's cat. Seems that's everything. We'll be on our way then, Jean. Jean, are you okay? How's Jean holding up? Is it serious?
It's just burnout from work stress. She'll be fine after a good old rest. Thanks for bringing her here. She may have tried to keep soldiering on otherwise.
It's not a surprise, though. She does have a lot to get through every day.
Poor Jean. She's always been one to push herself too hard while overlooking her own needs. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Anyway, you're an honorary knight, aren't you? While the master is down, the knights should share her burden, no?
That's a very good point, but shouldn't one of the fully qualified knights do that?
Jean has so much to do. An extra pair of hands can't hurt.
I mean, I can do like 2 of those things. I should not be involving myself in the taxes of Mondstadt. I mean, just to put it out there, I pay someone to do my taxes. I don't do my own taxes. Like, is it a bit extra money to do it? Yes, but like the peace of mind, very worth it.
You should go and check in at the headquarters. Jean will be fine with just me here.
Paimon feels like she's trying to get rid of us.
Why is that?
Nothing. We'll leave you to it. Come on, let's go.
Did I just hear like a clock-a-bong? I guess that is a clock tower, I suppose.
Oh, it's Kaya!
I've been waiting for you.
Oh, thank you. I've been waiting my whole life
I have been
to
informed
say
about
that.
Jean falling ill. On behalf of all of the Knights of Favonius, allow me to express my sincere gratitude for your assistance.
Oh, thank you.
So courteous and polite. This isn't the Kaya Paimon knows.
Well, the circumstances warrant it. This is the acting Grand Master herself we're talking about.
Also, like, Kaya's technically always been polite. He's just been a little schemy about it. He's never been rude.
Now, in addition to that thank you message, there was one other thing. It's like you read my mind. We have quite a connection, don't you think?
Kaya.
Things like helping to fill in for Jean?
Right. Although the commissions you reported to Jean have already been handed off to someone else, I am concerned that they will not be handled with due care without Jean's personal touch. So I am hoping that you can help out where you see fit. I will feel much more at ease knowing that the honorary knight is personally overseeing these cases.
You can flatter us all you want, but answer me this. Why don't you do it?
Oh, I have far more important matters to attend to. There are so many things to prepare.
Fine then. So it's Sarah, Charles, and Margaret's stuff you want us to help with, right?
Those are the ones. I appreciate the help. See.
I hate how sometimes it really just cuts off like that. Okay. Well, I'll take care of Sarah's stuff first. That'll be the easiest, because I think it just needs to, like... Sarah's is also one where I'm like, why wouldn't we just be like, yeah, okay, let me head off to Springvale and take care of that for you. Like, the other two, I mean, the cow and kind of, but we're already talking on, like, up there with Jean. So, like, it kind of makes sense that we didn't right away just go look for the stupid cat. But it doesn't quite make sense why we weren't just like, yeah, okay, Sarah, let me just go take care of the Hilichurl blockade. Thanks, bye.
Got it. I'll set off right away.
Amber, are you here to help out with Jean's commission?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just getting ready. Who better than an outrider to mop up some Hilichurls on the delivery route? Oh. Sarah, what are you still stressing about? I'm an outrider, and I won't disappoint. You misunderstand me. I don't doubt your abilities. I'm just overwhelmed at the number of orders piling up in front of me. Another bizarre order came in just now. It's like they're hosting a banquet or something. Really? You don't mind helping? That would be wonderful. You really are the good hunter's guardian angel.
Yeah, well, those hilichurls are going to be a handful, too.
Well, why don't you take this order? Start by getting the ingredients.
Are you sure she can be trusted? It might end up tasting a bit funky.
Excuse me? How dare you? How dare you, Paimon? I'm the one who feeds you. I make excellent food. I'm offended. I didn't remember her saying that. Which is funny because in a lot of the other lines, she talks a lot about, like, oh yeah, the Traveler's a good cook, and, like, talks about the Traveler's food, and, like, now she's turning around being like, it might taste funky, like, how dare you?
We're well past the point of aiming for perfection. This is now a fight to save the good hunter's business.
A fight?
For this dish we need 3 sweet flowers and 3 fowls. Okay, go and get ready. You too, Amber. I'll be waiting here.
Oh, yes, okay. Right.
I am so offended.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers and 3 fowls? Yep, that's everything.
Yeah, I don't have as many on this account, but my main account has so much fowl and meat. I remember in the early days, I had a really hard time. I think I just wasn't good at organizing myself on the little expeditions. And so I wasn't using them to get fowl, but if for like a month or 2 you just set them to bring in fowl every day, you'll like way have more than you need. Because I used to run out all the time, and now I don't. I've gotten really good about management of that.
Now, order number 7 is for 1 sweet madame.
And so begins the story of us becoming basic kitchen hands.
You did say you'd help Good Hunter out. Be sure to serve it while it's hot.
Look at that. Perfect. And I even made a second one, and they're delicious. Paimon. Yeah.
Any news on that sweet madame? One sweet madame received. This smells absolutely divine. This is nothing less than what I would expect from a head chef, never mind a sous chef.
You hear that, Paimon?
Since you cook so well, you might as well take this sticky honey roast next.
Sticky honey roast? I'm sure she's heard Amber and Kaya mention this one before.
That's right, a mainstay of the Good Hunter menu. It's my pride and joy. The knights order it almost every time they come here for a gathering. Let me teach you the recipe for a sticky honey roast.
Wait, didn't you say it's your pride and joy? You're going to teach us how to make it? Just like that?
When I remember to do the battle pass stuff, I do cook a lot. Well, and you missed me talking about it earlier. I've been on my own cooking journey. Today I made tacos, which I already knew how to make tacos, but I made fancier tacos than I usually do with like more ingredients. And I made cake. And earlier this week I made a meat and potato skillet. And later this week I'm going to make Thai shrimp pasta. I've been like, it's just been a cooking journey.
With your cooking skills, I don't think you will be doing a disservice to the Good Hunter brand. As soon as that sticky honey roast is ready, please bring it here.
Am I doing something wrong? Oh, okay. I need... Can I just buy sugar?
Guess I must have been
Otherwise I'm gonna have to
sleeping.
wait for it. No, I am gonna have to make it. Okay. We're gonna have to wait 4 minutes for this. I mean, it kind of sounds fancy. It's just out of I bought a bunch of cookbooks when I moved here, and one of them is like 5 ingredient recipes, and so I've just been making recipes out of that. Because before that, I'd also made stuffed peppers and stuffed green peppers, and then I'd made tater tot casserole, and I made cookies, but there was something wrong with my oven, and I had to get it fixed, and then so the cookies didn't turn out quite right, but once I'd fixed the oven, everything turned out a lot better. Does she? Sarah!
I'm still waiting on one sticky honey roast.
She does. Okay, we're gonna buy you out of that, Sarah. Oh. I should probably go talk to people and buy recipes. I think I need to go to Leeway and make sure there's no more recipes.
I'm still waiting on
Bye.
one sticky honey. This is... Wow! Did you really cook this? This is quite simply astonishing! You were born to be a head chef.
Are we released from kitchen duty now?
Yes, thanks ever so much for your help. Amber should be able to take care of everything else. If you ever get tired of being an adventurer, there'll be a job waiting for you at Good Hunter if you want it.
I mean, maybe I should take that. Adventuring is just... it's a lot of work. And, like, eventually... Oh, I remember this. This one was hard. I feel like I remember I just kept scaring the cat off.
So, yours is the cat that went missing.
Also, I love how we went and got a god to go to work for us. Okay.
Venti! Have you come to help?
Me here to help you? Why, on the contrary, it is I who needs the helping.
But Paimon just saw you talking to Margaret about Prince.
Aha! So, Prince is the name of the feline fiend who thieved my spare astral iron strings. Though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of Mondstadt is alive and well in creatures great and small, still, it's a bit audacious.
Prince is a mischievous little rascal, all right.
Indeed. Just like Barbados.
Yes, quite. Now, let's see about getting ourselves an audience with His Little Highness Prince Rascal of Mondstadt.
I love Venti so much, and I know that, like, the fandom has, like, there's a lot of, I feel like, misinterpretations of his characters, and people who find him annoying, and, like, there's a lot of people who celebrate when, like, Senora beat him up and stuff. I love Venti so much. I think he's so fun. And I know that, like, Paimon finds him annoying. I personally don't find him annoying. Like, he's so fun. And he's interesting, and I think he has such an interesting backstory, and, like, I know that Paimon's always like, oh, you never do anything, and, like, you're the god of Mondstadt, but, like, yeah, like, that's the whole point of him being the god of Mondstadt, is, like, to not be that involved. And, like, I think it'd be weirder if he was super involved. I don't know. I don't find him irresponsible because, like, if we're gonna find him irresponsible, then I feel like we have to find Zhongli Zhongli deciding, you know, to give up his gnosis and stuff irresponsible. Because, like, what's the difference between Zhongli now and what Venti's doing? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I just don't see them as irresponsible because I think Zhongli has a point about, like, the age of humanity and, like, does humanity need the Archons to continue to be involved? And it kind of seems like, at least in the cases of Mondstadt and Liyue, they don't. And even arguably in, like, Sumeru, they don't need her for, like, an everyday function and stuff. I don't know. I personally don't find them irresponsible. I think that, especially in the case of Mondstadt, like, the whole point of him getting rid of Decarabian was to be like, okay, y'all can lead yourself now. Like, I don't know.
I have a performance tonight, and without my spare strings, I shall have to disappoint my audience.
What would a kitty cat want with lyre strings anyway?
No, they're fun to play with. Like pipe cleaners.
Everyone knows cats go crazy for a ball of string.
What?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains animo energy. That makes them extremely durable, so I normally just roll them up in a ball to make them easier to carry. That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain animo energy? That'll help us. It's time for you to use your elemental sight again. I'm unsure there must be some elemental footprints or something.
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace or the residential area. It's a black cat you're looking for. Oh, take this fish. It's Little Prince's favorite food. Maybe it'll help you find him.
Hey, look! That black cat looks really familiar. Haven't we seen it in the Cat's Tail before? Yep, that's Prince, all right. Wow, Prince has very keen senses. It didn't take much to scare him off. See if you can approach him crouching from behind. That way your footsteps will be quieter. It must be difficult if you're anxious to find Prince. If you run out of fish, go grab...
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
His senses are keener than we thought. He can't have gone far, though. Why not track him with your elemental sight? Next time, try creeping up from behind. Quietly, of
Bestie,
course.
What do you think I was
Or if
doing?
you're feeling patient, use some fish as bait and catch him off guard.
Did I lose him? What? My fish just disappeared.
Take your pick. You'll find no second rounds of wagons.
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're injured.
That was wild. Like, my fish was there and I threw it down and he just left.
Prince! Where did you go running off to? Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for him.
Oh, Princey, how could you leave me like that?
Looks like those two need some time to themselves. And here are your astral iron strings, Venti.
You found them! Wonderful! I was not optimistic they would turn up. I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings would not be an excessive way to show my gratitude.
What?
Apologies. At this distance, my cat allergy seems to be rearing its head.
Oh, now Paimon gets why you didn't go looking for your strings by yourself?
Anyway, thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
Now we gotta go deal with taxes. This is stupid. Just go get the forms yourself, Charles.
Lisa, are you here about the tax return?
Oh, hello, darling. You're quite right. After I heard about poor Jean, I thought I might lend a hand with some of her more literary duties.
Cool. Well, if we're no longer needed here, we'll be on our way.
Wait a moment. Actually, Charles here was wondering...
Please, allow me, ma'am. I just took a rather important order. But unfortunately, we've run completely dry, and the delivery from the winery is behind schedule. If it's not too much trouble, could you go and do something about this logistical nuisance?
Where's D-Luke?
What's so urgent about this order?
It came in at the last minute. Literally just a few seconds ago.
Exactly. Hence the urgency.
seems like a Diluc issue. Not mine.
Nice and spicy. So this is where Charles's delivery disappeared to.
Have you come to rescue me? I've been waiting long enough. In all the time I've been working at the winery, this is the first time I've been robbed by hilly churls. If you'd taken any longer, I don't know what I would have done.
Okay, don't bitch at me.
Fear not. My friend here is a hilly churl exterminator extraordinaire.
Just as well. Then please escort this transporter to the end of the road. And be careful with it. Just beating up the hilly churls is not the aim here. You'd better make sure the goods stay intact because I certainly don't have the Mora to replace them. I'll be waiting up ahead.
Fine, I do have the Mora to replace them.
My guiding star, by royal decree.
Are you hiding in the bushes?
Not now. Odds reveal. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
I brought my Ningguang out.
The night is cold. Stars, by royal decree. Get them!
Disappear! Worthless!
My guiding star, nice and spicy. Odds reveal thyself.
Worthless! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless!
The night is cold. By royal
Creed!
Thank you, my friend. I thought I was in deep trouble this time. It's a good thing you showed up. I'll put in a good word for you with the gentleman at the winery.
No need.
Think we're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work.
I'm already in tight with Master Dealer. You don't need to worry about putting in a good word. I happen to know him. Hi, Barbara.
We're back.
Welcome back. You must be exhausted. Jean has regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough.
That's great news. Let's go and see her.
But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more rest, but she wouldn't listen. She tried to act like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air. I bet you she's gone to Lady Vanessa's place again.
Where?
Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is dedicated to Mondstadt's hero, Vanessa. Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and confused deep down inside.
Barbara, that's some pretty personal stuff. How do you know so much about Jean's innermost thoughts?
Jean, mentioned it to me, you know, before she left. That's what I'm worried about too. But I still have work to do here.
Don't worry, we'll take over nursing duty for now.
Great. That puts my mind at rest. May the Animo Archon protect you. And Jean.
I mean, yeah, we just saw him, so I think he's looking after us. Yes, indeed. That would be Vanessa.
Lady Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better now?
I have to say, okay, so I was doing, before Nolan came out, I wanted to, like, get a bunch of stuff done on my main account. And so I had everything done except, well, I still have a bunch of hangouts to do, but I had everything done, like, for the story quest except for Clorinde, Sigewinne, and Amelie's. And I did Clorinde, and it was great. I loved it. But oh my god, and so I did do Sigewinne and Amelie, and I don't know if it was just Sigewinne and Amelie's, because I can't really, I mean, they've definitely increased the length of time of, A, the story quest in general, but B, like, the little cutscenes and stuff, like, where there's dialogue, but you're not controlling it, it's like just playing out on the screen in front of you. And they've increased the length of time, but holy shit, was Sigewinne so long. And I know some of it is because I was kind of just trying to rush to do them to, like, get them over with, since I knew I would do them again on this account. And so I was like, just like, okay, let's, like, get through it so that I can do other stuff to prepare the account for Natlan. Holy shit, Sigewinne's, I was just, like, sitting there, and I was like, Sigewinne, please let me be done with the quest now. And then Amelie's was kind of long too. I don't think it was as long as Sigewinne's, but it was pretty long. Amelie's quest was really good though. Like, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention, but I wasn't like super into Sigewinne's comparatively to some of the other Fontaine characters. Like, I really enjoyed Nouvelette's, and I thought Lenny's was pretty good. And then, not so much from, like, a lore... I mean, so Clorin's had good lore of, like, the Marchesi Hunters, but I just enjoyed this, like, idea of, like, you're doing a little D&D side. Like, it had good lore. It wasn't that. It's just, like, I enjoyed it for other aspects of, like, doing the little D&D thing. I thought that was fun. Sigewinne, I wasn't, like, super moved by or anything. Amelie's was interesting, though. Like, I just didn't see it coming. And some of it's like, I mean, like, once it became clear someone was killing all of them, like, how is he getting in there? It kind of became obvious what the whole story was. But, like, I felt like it was pretty good at not making it super obvious from the get-go who the bad guy was and stuff. And I also just thought it was like a fun little romp in Sumeru. I mean, it was a little bit of like, there was some annoying going back and forth and up and down this stupid elevator. But I thought it was fun, and I thought it was fun for a character who wasn't involved at all in the story, because sometimes I feel like Hoyo's struggles with them, like Ayato's, a mess. A hot mess. Ito's was pretty good. Trying to think of other characters who aren't in the story who have story quests. To pull up characters now. God. Lisa, I just like, compared to some of the character stuff who, like, you don't see them in the main story, and so their story quest is all you get of them. Sometimes I feel like the story quests struggle with those characters, and I felt like Amelie's, I didn't sit there and go like, why are you doing this? Was it a great representation? Like, it was not like, oh my gosh, I learned so much about Amelie as a character. Like, I'll just be straight up. It was not. But I felt like it was fun. It was fresh. I wasn't tremendously bored or anything. I felt a similar way about Chiori's quest. Like, character not super important to the overall plot. But again, like, I felt like that was a pretty good example of, I feel like they've gotten, maybe what I'm trying to say is I feel like they've gotten better about making story quests for characters who there's, up to that point, nothing about, you know. Whereas, and maybe that's part of why I wasn't, like, super into Sigewinne, so it's like, okay, we've met her, and so then when the quest wasn't, like, super exciting or anything, I was just kind of like, okay. Chiori's is, if you liked Lenny's quest, then I feel like Chiori's has some pretty similar vibes, plot points. It was fun. I liked Chiori's, and I felt like Chiori's is a good example of a story quest about a character who's not in the main story that actually tells you a lot about her character. Because again, I always bring up Ayato's. It was a shit story quest. Tells you nothing about him. Amelie's kind of in the middle. It was a good quest. It was fun. Like, I thought it was interesting. And it did tell you some things about her, but it wasn't like some super deep, impactful thing. I felt like Chiori's not so much impactful for the main like plot of the game, but I felt like it was a good representation of impactful things on her as a character. And I forgot how much. I was looking up to see if Sumeru had any good examples of characters not involved in this story that have good story quests, but I forgot how involved Sumeru characters were in the Sumeru Archon quest. Sumeru, they really didn't introduce a lot of characters that you didn't see.
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your concern.
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. It looked like you were struggling. Are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Hearing that boosts my spirits.
I should tell you you can rely on the other knights, but clearly I'm out here having to do a bunch of their jobs, so we'll handle it.
I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise, how can I be the protector that Mondstadt needs me to be? The protector that Vanessa was.
Yeah, I was trying to talk strictly about like story quests about characters who aren't in their nation's Archon quest, which is kind of why I touched on like Amelie, Chiori, Ayato. Like they're not involved in the Archon quest, and so we don't know anything about them outside of their story quest, and so that means that the story quest really needs to be about them as a character, because like characters like Sino, like yeah, his story quest really good about his background of like how he got his power, but like we at least knew things about him as a character because he was in other quests like that you can vote. Like we didn't need the story quest to know everything we know about him. Like there was plenty of things in the Archon quest that we could pick up on, whereas a character like Ayato, like Chiori, like Amelie, the story quest is all we have of them. I mean, they show up in events too, but like if you're not playing events, if you're just playing the quests, that's all we permanently have of them. And I feel like sometimes Hoyoverse, and it's the same with the Hangout events, I feel like sometimes Hoyo has really struggled with the characterization of characters that they're basically just putting in the story quest to have a character.
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster, a kind yet formidable woman. I have always hoped to follow in her footsteps.
Which, to be fair, even among characters that do show up in the Archon quests and then go on to have story quests, sometimes they're not the greatest either. I'm trying to think of... I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean... Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So, and that's why I liked Amelie and Chiori's, is they did give this background on them. You did learn about them as a person, and so I think they've improved upon that. Whereas, I just keep bringing up Ayato. Like, Ayato's was so horrible. And Ayato's, like, because I also brought up Ito's. Ito's was a pretty decent story quest. You did learn about him as a character. They just turned around and fucking erased everything with all the stupid events they've had him in. But as someone who's currently doing all the Hangout quests, it's the same with Hangouts. Some of these characters, their Hangouts are like so pointless. Like, they are just there to have a hangout. And I think that's what it was with Ayato. They made him a 5-star. They needed to give him a story quest. So they just fucking put things in front of me on my screen, and I hated every second of it. You know who's a good example of it? Of a 5-star who was in the Archon quest, and then their story quest really doesn't tell you a lot about them? Kazuha. Now, I loved Kazuha's story quest. I thought it was fun. I thought the sword thing was fun. But that's another good example of a story quest that, like, really doesn't tell you anything about the character it's supposed to be about. Like, you might as well not call it like, if the point of story quest is to give you background on the character, again, Ayato, Kazuha, those are good examples of ones where, like, you get fucking nothing. But at least Kazuha's was enjoyable. At least I had fun. Ayato's was just like, oh. Yeah. So much of his background was in that summer event, and maybe that's why they made his story quest the way they did. And you'll note that, like, some of the 4-stars who don't have hangouts have gone on to show up in major events where you do get some of the background on them. Like Jinyan, you know, we basically never saw her again after that story quest, or after that summer event. But that provided so much background. I think they've definitely improved a lot more to make sure that the story quests do involve at least a little bit of character background, so it's not like completely not about them. It's not like one big fetch quest where the character happens to be on screen.
As the Lionfang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time. Then, she founded the Knights of Favonius and became known as the Dandelion Knight, spreading grace and compassion throughout the land.
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that your title?
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title of Dandelion Knight or Lionfang Knight.
They have. I mean, so inherently I understand why that last music event didn't have Jinyan. It was to have an event in Inazuma, because they hadn't in a while. And so they wanted to use Inazuma characters who it's harder to make show up. But, like, they could have just had Jinyan. Like, Jinyan canonically travels places to do music. They could have just had her show up, and it wouldn't have made anyone go like, oh my god, why are you in Inazuma? Why is she in Inazuma? Like, and you didn't even have to have her be like, because I did, even though I complain about Ito in some of the events, I did enjoy the whole, like, music battle between him and Paimon, and, like, you could have made it and not had her, you know, be part of the battle. Like, you could have just had her show up and be there. And it would have made so much sense.
Oh, that makes sense now. You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight, and yet as fierce as the Lionfang Knight.
Hello.
Yes. I know it sounds like a huge honor, inheriting both these titles from Vanessa.
You've joined me for Rant Hour.
But I see it more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Jean?
Who's there?
Caught red-handed. Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the Master in a moment of weakness. And then you two show up and ruin everything.
I'd forgotten about this. They really don't make the... It's so funny that in the Mondstadt era, they really did make the Abyss Mages, like, talk to you and stuff, and they really moved on from that. I mean, we have the Abyss Lectors now, and, like, the one in Notlin talked to us in the Archon quest, but they've really moved on from... I guess it's a representation of, like, now the Abyss Mages are kind of like no big deal, and it's the Abyss Lectors who are more concerning. Look at his flowy little robe and his little feet. Oh my god, they are kind of cute. Like a little crow.
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even for this lot.
I mean, they are currently to me because part of my big damage is pyro, and it's always the pyro ones coming
As long
for
as my
me.
name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I shall not be defeated by such despicable means.
Since this opportunity has slipped away, I shall now be
Stop! After him!
Jean, you're still recovering.
No, I must go after him.
Jean, you can't keep doing this to yourself. Why can't you trust us to handle it?
I do trust you, but to let an enemy get away like this would be a major dereliction of duty.
Bestie, it's just all about, what's the word? Delegation.
Fine, but at least let us go with you.
Thank you for your understanding. I will graciously accept your help.
Sometimes I really do be hit by that Mondstadt music. It makes you so nostalgic. What time is it? Yes. Oh my god!
Are you hurt?
Yes!
Ugh, darn him and his traps.
How badly are you hurt? Oh, one of my own being injured because of me is the last thing I would wish for. Let me handle this alone.
No, you are in no state to handle this alone. We're coming too.
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal everyone with my Dandelion Breeze.
Thanks. You're amazing.
Barbados, guide us.
Thank you, Jean. I need to build my Jean. Shit, Jean, don't fall. I'm a builder. She's about to send her off. Bessies. I know that we done been a Zhao main for a hot minute. But what if we became a Jean main? feel about that. I don't know. She just... They were in the air. And there were some high numbers.
Nice and spicy. My guiding stars.
She was really good at swirling. There was some really good swirl happening there.
Odds revealed. Not now.
The night is cold.
Looks like our fates are intertwined. Today you pushed me this far.
Disappear! Worthless!
Your toast!
Stars, shine for me. The night is cold.
I swear by my sword!
My guiding stars.
By royal decree.
Thanks to Barbara's help, my condition is better than I thought.
The main thing is that you're safe. Now, isn't it time to get back to Mondstadt and rest, Acting Grandmaster?
Yes, I should at least go and thank Barbara again. I hope she's not upset with me.
Okay. Good to know. Let's go.
Add Astra.
Master, you finally returned. The Animo Archon protects you.
Swan, were you waiting for me? Has something happened?
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big, but... okay, I know I said it's nothing big, but... Alright, how can I put this? They just really need the Acting Grand Master.
Huh?
Well, if you say so, Swan, I will go. I should not let the other knights down. It's fine. Now that I have had the chance to stretch my legs, I feel much better.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. You really saved me on this one.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the most honest fellow. Now he's dumping things onto Jean.
Well, Swan was clearly agitated.
Maybe we shouldn't have this conversation in front of Swan where we're kind of dumping on his character. She just disappeared. with the wind.
Oh, what's all this?
It's a thank you party for you.
A thank you party?
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all so worried about you. We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grand Master.
Now,
you do so much work all over Mondstadt.
I understand that Jean does a lot of work, but I just want to put it out there that they then turned around and put a whole bunch of extra work on me to do party stuff for them. Like, it would have been one thing if they turned around and were like, hey, can you take care of these already existing tasks that Jean needed done? Like the Springvale thing, like getting the tax forms, like finding the cat. But they also turned around and made a whole bunch of work that I had to do for this party. Like the cooking. I'm not going to argue the strings because that was attached to the cat. And then like going and getting the they turned around and made one person do all the work. It just happens that that person wasn't Jean. What if I have things to do in my life? Do you ever think about that?
We thought that since you so rarely take any time off, we'd take this chance to throw you a party. Enjoy yourself, Jean. After all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Jean? Huh? Is this Jean when she's shy? I've never seen her like this.
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is just a normal person, like anyone else.
This is just all such a surprise. Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing compared to the amount of work you do for all of us, day in and day out.
But there are so many things I still need to do.
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could relax and enjoy yourself. So while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your work for you. Every last task.
Did you really? Even the issue with the food deliveries?
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls. Didn't take much to get rid of them.
And the tax returns?
I spent so much time doing library admin. A few more pieces of paper to deal with was really nothing to worry about.
Well, what about Margaret's missing cat?
Are you kidding me?
That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight. And he also reclaimed my precious astral iron strings
We've
while he was at it.
we've got a gender error.
Enough already. No more thinking about work today. Enjoy yourself while you've got the chance.
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Praise be for the Animo Archon's guidance. Speaking of work, it must have been hard work to put all this together. Where did you find the time?
Actually, our friend here was the key organizer behind all of this. See all of this food and drink? He made sure it all arrived on time. Not only that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes
Oh yeah,
himself.
they really... You can tell this is an early one and they really didn't record this fully.
So relax already. There's no need to be so modest. Of course, we also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue. Otherwise, we would be looking at quite an alarming bill right about now.
I mean, you could have just... In that case, you would have just had it at the headquarters, and it would have been fine, I think. And you wouldn't have needed to bill yourself. I mean, I can't think... I guess technically you could have had it at the Good... Just trying to think of where else you would have had it at the Good Hunter, but that's outside, so that's a little weird. And the cat's tail. That's kind of it, though. Like, where else... I mean, because the hotel's all taken up by the Tui. Nowhere else to really have it. I don't know.
Despite my initial reluctance to sponsor a Knights of Favonius event in any way, I
like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean my gratitude for her hard work.
Oh, Master Diluc,
All right. Jean's supposed to be taking it easy. Stop crowding her.
Agreed. Now, let the party begin!
It looks like everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle.
Hey, having a good time? The thing is, Jean knows all of us so well now. When someone organizes a surprise party for you, the closer you are to them, the more bashful you tend to feel about the whole thing. So instead, we just gave you all the credit. After all, you did do more than your fair share of the work anyway.
I was gonna say, because technically, I'm pretty sure from the sounds of it, Kaya organized it. Because, like, Amber's out doing the Hilichurls, Lisa was doing taxes, Venti was doing Cat, Barbara was healing Jean, so it was Kaya.
Of course! This party was clearly Kaya's idea. Shy Kaya? This is gold.
You think so?
So you admit it?
I'm only indulging you since it's such a special day today.
You're so cute, Kaya.
Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
That's glass number 37.
What's Diluc doing?
I'm keeping count of this bard's alarming pace of progress through my wine.
I guess, yeah, this would be before... Technically, this should have been done before the Archon quest was done.
Only the knights drink for free tonight. It seems he didn't get the message. When he sobers up, I will present him with the bill.
Diluc, you're a meanie.
I'm joking, of course. I highly doubt he could afford it anyway, so I shall spare him the bill. But I must say, the sheer volume of alcohol this fellow can put back is just not normal.
Oh, my word! The Dawn Winery's wine is every bit as delectable as they say. I would never be able to afford this normally. So, in the spirit of enjoying the moment while it lasts, another glass for the bard, please.
Venti can drink a frightening amount.
Ah, hello! I didn't see you there. I blame the wine for monopolizing my attention. Much like my ballads, it deserves to be enjoyed for generations to come. What is this floating sensation I feel? Have I discovered the true meaning of animal power?
That would be the drink talking.
I hereby declare that every son and daughter of the City of the Wind must be compelled to taste this finest of wines. Here's to good wine!
I can't quite place if we're supposed to know the Venti's Barbados yet.
Oh,
I think we are, because I think Paimon made a comment about it when we were talking to Margaret earlier, so I think we do.
Amber, you look like you're about to burst into tears. Whatever is the matter?
It's so interesting that this seems to take place before Diluc knows that he's Barbados, because, like, you can't do story quests until, I want to say, AR-25. So realistically, you should be far beyond... I mean, realistically, on an account, you would be far beyond Mondstadt.
2 things. 1, this sweet madame. 2, this sticky honey roast. Did you make them? I refuse to believe it. Where did you suddenly learn to cook so well? I'm going to finish eating this, and then you're going to teach me everything you know. Don't you dare try and run off.
God, I'm gonna have to stop after we finish this quest. My head is killing. I don't know if I just need to take a technology break again or something. But my eyes are killing me. Shit. Earlier I had to turn the lights off too, so I'm sitting kind of in the dark. My eyes just hurt so bad.
Has Amber been drinking?
Oh my god.
This is quite a lot of excitement considering the idea was to relax and take it easy.
Would a drink help you relax?
Is Barbara old enough to drink? God, I shouldn't bring that up because then that'll just invite people to be like, Traveler isn't allowed to drink. God, oh, okay.
What do you normally drink?
Oh, you know, I normally mix a few things together, but I always add some bright red.
Red? Let me guess. Tomatoes. No, watermelon.
Chilies. I add chili peppers.
Chili pepper? In a drink?
Leaving the hustle and bustle of the banquet behind them, the two of them stood there, together, in the quiet of the night, while the rest of the world melted away around them.
Well, so my lights aren't completely off. I turned on my kitchen lights, so it's more like the lights are coming from behind me instead of in front of me. It's like a little bit darker than it would usually be, just because my kitchen lights aren't as strong and they're kind of blocked off a little bit. But it's still definitely like light in my living room. It's just, I felt like the light by my TV was just like right in my eyes, but now I'm beginning to think that was not the case and I was in fact just like developing a headache. But it's not even a headache. It's like literally in my one eye. And it's just the one. The other one feels fine. It's just my one eye.
Sounds like the sort of thing you'd find in a romantic novel, no? I'm not trying to get you to recite poetry to me or anything. I'm just saying, Jean went upstairs to the balcony. Alone. Now's your chance.
This is so weird because Genshin's not like a dating game, but like then you have stuff like that where like it's highly implied that some of these characters, there's like, it's not usually implied with Jean, to be fair, but like it's highly implied with characters like Zhao and stuff, that like there's romantic tension, or not even tension, but like romantic vibes, like Zhao and Lyney. Lyney is a big one for romantic vibes. Trying to think of who else. Kaya. Kazuha a little bit. But maybe that's just a me personally thing. Lisa. I don't know how I didn't bring her up. Yeah.
Yes, I am just getting some air.
Well, and I do understand from a gacha perspective that that's going to make people spend more money because, like, you've got your waifus and husbandos and, like, also just getting people more emotionally connected to a character will make them more likely to spend money on them.
Uh-oh. It seems like something's bothering Jean.
I want to thank you again. It is good to be here together with everyone. It has lifted my spirits. And it has taught me something.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lionfang Knight. The Lionfang Knight represents Vanessa's past, a past in which she fought hard for Mondstadt.
But it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future, a future belonging to the newly formed Knights of Favonius. I do believe that Vanessa watches over us, whether from high up above or from the wind all around us.
Vanessa's definitely an interesting character because she is one of them that, like, it's said went up to Celestia, which then you turn around and you got what Celestia is doing right now, and so it's like, what are they doing in Celestia? Like, are they actually doing stuff, or is it more like, oh, their soul just gets to be up there? Like, they can't actually affect the real world. Like, they just kind of like, I mean, religions with like heaven and hell and stuff like that. Like, is it supposed to be that, or is it supposed to be like they're going up there and like helping Celestia do stuff, and then you turn around and are like, okay, well, if they're up there and doing stuff in Celestia, like, what's going on?
Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead. I hope you will continue to join us on that path.
Oh, well, we're 2 years in, so I'm going to say yes. Yeah. I mean, I would agree. I think... Oh, I thought someone was saying Dandelion Night, but it was Dandelion Wine. I would agree that I think there's a strong possibility that the reason Celestia isn't, like, out here doing shit is because something has happened. Okay. So Ventes is gonna be next. I forgot that I had to fucking get all the keys to unlock these hangouts, so my dream of doing all the Mondstadt and Leeway hangouts before we went to Inazuma is kind of dead. The dream is dead. I'm sorry. Unless I turned around and did Cheneyville. I'm gonna think on it. I do still have the TCG quest, but I don't know. Obviously, we're gonna be done for the day, and I'm hoping to stream some of the story quests and stuff throughout the week, but we'll see if that happens. If it does, they'll be like shorter streams. It'll be like a story, like Venti's story quest, and that's all I do for the night. But that does mean I need to remember to get on and do daily commissions so I can get the keys. I'll have to remember that, because sometimes I'm not great about coming on and doing daily commissions for this account. I've been doing good about doing them on my main account, but that's because I'm trying to finish up things that are locked behind a reputation. No, that didn't make sense. I'm trying to do quests that will get me the reputation points so that I'll have finished up everything on the reputation boards. That makes more sense. But the next time I'm on, I'll be doing Venti's story quest. While I'm at it, what do I need to do for Jean? Jean, babies. Okay. Come on, buddy. You sell flowers? Well, that's annoying.
Useless. Boring. Where is it?
I wish I could get like multiple drops from flowers. Okay. Did I get the box to get the seed? You can't plant dandelions in. I don't think I have the recipe, or I don't know if I have the seed dispensary yet, but I'm pretty sure you can't plant dandelions, as far as I know. You can plant a lot of other things, but I think dandelions is one of them that you can't do. Yeah. I think that's purely because if you think about it, that just kind of makes sense because in order to get them, you have to do animo on them. And generally, the plants that you can plant in your plants that you can plant in your teapot are ones that you just pick. There's another dandelion. Like I said, I'm like almost 100% sure that is what it is. Where are all the dandelions? God. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not going to sit here and build tonight. I was like, I'll just go pick some dandelions. Okay. I'm going to be done for the night. Because I still need to get on my other account and do the stupid Dodeco event. Yeah. When I go to farm for the dandelions and farm for Jean, I'll get on and do that. But I'm just like wandering around at this point. I'm gonna go for the night. Hopefully I'll feel better. Otherwise, you won't see me until next weekend. But if I feel better, I'm gonna try. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'm gonna try to come on and actually like do a bunch of the story quests.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
And if not, I'll be back next weekend. Good night. I don't know why I'm making hand gestures. Nobody can see me. I waved, so just acknowledge that. I waved good night. Why do I keep hitting the wrong buttons? But okay. There we go.